This planner sells every single day on Amazon KDP, and not because it follows a trend that will disappear in 6 months.
Clarify, please.
It sells because it connects emotionally with a very specific type of buyer, and it's built around a small, powerful micro niche that people actively search for. If you want a planner you can create quickly and still feel proud of, this is one of the smartest formats to start with. It's fast to make, simple by design, and intentionally focused, so the quality stays high instead of getting watered down. This isn't about cranking out pages. It's about understanding who the planner's for, what they need in that moment, and giving them something that feels personal. I'll show you how to set this up the right way so your planner isn't just published, it's positioned to sell every day. Let's dive in. My end-of-life planner sells every day. There's an emotional connection to this. Someone thinking that they are leaving information for their loved ones after they're gone. Also, the niche for this particular topic is narrow and people are searching for it. It's not a top trending coloring book. It's going to be something that people are looking for when they are looking to support their family in the future. So when I type in life planner, which there's a lot of those, Amazon automatically fills in the rest, the end-of-life planner or end-of-life planner, with a funny twist. So you can see that this is being searched and Amazon is telling you the other topics that people are searching for when they type in life planner. So let's go ahead and go to end-of-life planner. Then when I click on my KDP Spy, which is a part of BookBolt, there are a lot of different research tools, though, that you can use to identify those bestsellers. I click start and stop at around 80 to 90, sometimes 100, depending on the product. I just want to see what type of book is selling, what type of planner, and what the covers look like, I want to see what people are saying about these particular books when they buy them. So here, when I go to estimated revenue, I filter by the highest estimated revenue. Now, $18,000 a month is a lot of money. That's doing very well. This one published recently. We don't know what kind of money was put behind this one. However, when I read the details behind this particular book, what puts it over that gives it a cutting edge is that these are professional estate and will planners. So if you are a specialist in any particular area, you should definitely consider on creating some kind of planner that reflects your specialty, whether maybe a real estate planner or something like that. Let's go ahead and keep looking and see what else is trending well. This was published in March. This one is the same type of peace of mind pre-planning guide. This one actually surprises me. The cover is not really amazing in my mind. The text and font doesn't really flow very well, but obviously they've positioned it very well. It must be very quality on the inside because it's selling really well. It's making about $6,000 a month. And this was published in March. Let's go ahead and open up that book and look and see what it looks like. Here, if you ask to read a sample, it's going to show you that it provides some information at the beginning about how to protect your assets and how to plan as an end-of-life planner and giving you that peace of mind. It actually, from what I see, doesn't give like a format to fill out or blank pages to plan. It's more of a how-to guide. So keep that in mind when we make our planner. So here you can see someone has a picture here. It really is just an informational book, which is great. So now how are we going to make mine? My end-of-life planner, like I said, sells every day, but it's more of a fill-in-the-blank type of planner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate the information I'm getting from this planner, the how-to guide part, and I'm going to add that to the planner that I'm going to make. I purchased my previous planner here on Etsy. If it says PLR or MRR, that means you have the licensing rights to publish this or resell it. I believe my other planner, I happened to purchase this one. This time I decided to purchase this planner. Looking through it, it looked really good, and it looked like it gives me a big variety of information that's different from my other book. It also looks like it's high quality, and it had a lot of good reviews. So I purchased it, and I also like that it gave me the PDF, and it provided a fillable PDF format. Another great resource for this book that's going to look great in my keywording, that they get a free fillable PDF also. So here in Gemini, I told it what I was going to create. Remember, if you want to be a good prompt generator, be specific and say, you are this type of person, or act as this person, and then create what it is you want for Gemini or ChatGPT to create. Now, what it did was it gave me a really great section for each area in the book, explaining why it's good or why you need it, explaining why it's important. But I didn't like the professional planning notes, kind of for me. So I asked it just to remove those and just give me something I can copy and paste because I didn't need those planning notes. So I'm going to go ahead and use this and add it to the beginning of each chapter of my book. I was also looking for an alternative tagline, something because End of Life Planner is going to be the title. That word trends really well, so I want to make sure that's my key title. But I wanted to get some help on those subtitles, and so I'll show you later which one I ended up choosing. Now in Canva, I have a template of 102 8.5 by 11 pages that I can use to copy and paste because that's the template of most of my 8.5 by 11 books are 102 pages. But because this one came with its own PDF, I just uploaded it to Canva and then opened it with Canva, and it created a really great book. I really loved the pages. I added these butterflies, and you'll see why after I show you the cover. It has all of these great topics, and this is what I copied and pasted into Gemini and said for these main information titles, I said, give me, that why it's important section to add to the book. And then here's an example. There was one issue that didn't translate well, meaning the word information, when I opened it up, had a space in between. It ends up all of the main pages had a random space in there. Not a problem. I just went through to fix it. Another great reason to always go through and check every page. I added the text that ChatGPT gave me or Gemini gave me. And then you can see as it goes through the book, I added that to each beginning of the chapters. I checked each page and I ended up doubling. It gave me only one page for my story and one page for my values and life lessons. I wanted just a little bit more in that. So I just added doubled an extra page for each of those. I like that at the end, it had a family tree. When I uploaded it to Amazon KDP, I got a red flag that this particular image was outside of the borders because this does not have a bleed. So that means I have to keep all of my text within a certain size. And this particular image went all the way to the edge. So I just had to come back, change it, make it a little bit smaller, and then it was compliant. No problem at all. Let's talk about the cover. So I typed in planner in Canva. And again, I was looking, who's my target market here? Anybody could be purchasing this book, but when you go into the design of your book and especially the cover, going into it with the idea of a particular person that you're designing for really helps you focus and create something beautiful instead of thinking, well, this is for everybody, male, female, kids who want to buy it for parents or a parent. That does not help you create a focused cover. So in my mind for this, I was thinking of maybe my aunt and creating something for her, maybe as a gift I could give her. And she loves butterflies and purple. So that's why I chose this particular cover. Now you can see the changes that I made. I kept the background. I changed the text here. I made it a little bit bigger. I added here on the back a little white text because knowing that they weren't going to be able to see on the inside what those pages look like, I really wanted a detailed description on the back and including, as you can see here, where it says QR code so that they know it comes with a QR code. Let me show you how I got the size for this cover. Here in the KDP cover calculator, now, and usually I have a template for the 102 page, 8.5 by 11. So I don't have to keep coming back to this page, but this one was a little different. Remember that anytime you have pages that are not the exact 102 pages, you've got to recalculate that cover. 2-3 page difference will make a difference in the cover size. So here I have 95 pages. I came here and wrote 95 and then calculated the dimensions and it gave me the JPEG download. So here, let me show you what I did. I positioned it towards the back And what I did was I would drag it up to the front and increase the transparency so that I could position everything and know here that my text was aligned at the front, that that back was aligned, that I don't have anything important in those red areas. It's okay that the butterflies go beyond the edge because your cover is considered a bleed. That's what that red part is. The cover knows that you're going to have a bleed all the way past the edge. So it's okay if pictures go off the edge. It's in the regular 95 pages. These do not have a bleed. So I was able to align what I needed and I lowered the transparency. Then I was able to change the size of the cover and I copied and pasted these flowers at the bottom. I did some extra flowers down here, some extra butterflies to make it spread across the book. So now that I have my cover, let's talk about downloading it. Make sure you download the cover at high resolution PDF. This is the PDF print level. RGB, red, green, blue is for digital use. So if you're just going to upload something to an online website, RGB is fine. But this is for print. So I'm going to switch it to CMYK and then download. For my planner, this one does not need to be high resolution, so I can keep this one at PDF standard and download all 95 pages. It'll download all as one particular file that you can upload to KDP. Now, I've already published this book, so I'm going back in to show you what I did. And just a great FYI here, you cannot change the book title or subtitle after it's published. You can change everything else except for this. So you can see I kept it End of Life Planner, and that Gemini suggestion for the subtitle I chose was A Final Act of Love, the Essential Guide for Peace of Mind. Here you can see this is the description that I asked Gemini to create for me, and it does include that QR code. So people see that as, they can see that when they're going to purchase it. Now the categories that I chose, there really were not, there's no one that says End of Life Planning Guide. So I selected the Business and Money, Personal Finance, Retirement Planning section. And then I chose also the Hobbies and Home General. If you're ever curious about what section you should put it in, go back to the book that you researched and look up here on the left-hand side and it shows you what section they're in. So that'll tell you what category to put it in. Here are the keywords that Gemini created for me. This is black and white interior. Here's where I changed the size. It's no bleed. I decided to make this cover glossy. Here's where I uploaded the manuscript. Oh, let me show you what I did for the title page. Here for that inside title page, I added a few butterflies to connect it to the cover. And then this is the QR code that I had created in Canva for that fillable PDF. And then here I uploaded the cover. I did add that the text was Gemini, and then I launched the previewer. And that's when it told me that that last page had an image that was beyond the edge, so I went back and fixed that. Now, luckily, this cost has been kept down because of the black and white pages and the low page count. And here I've decided to price it $7.99, so I have a good profit of $1.16. And then I have it published, and I'm really excited about this planner. So far, my other end-of-life planners have done very well. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, I know some people sometimes are concerned about using those PLR, MRR PDFs from Etsy. Trust me, while it's a some very slight risk that other people are downloading the same one and creating an Amazon book from it, it's a very, very small risk I'm willing to take because the chances of someone downloading that exact same book, creating a book for Amazon, because once they purchase that same PDF, they can do anything with it. They can put it on their website, and Amazon doesn't track other people's websites. But the chance that someone created a book that's identical to mine that and published it on Amazon, has the same keywords and have the same title that's going to, be confused with mine, that risk is so small. It's a risk I'm willing to take. But that's where a lot of people, including myself, get some of our PDFs so that we don't have to use Canva pre-made templates. Because isn't it the same thing if you go to Canva and you use one of those pre-made templates? Yes, you're changing a little bit of it, but other people are using the same template. So just do your best to make it your own. That's why I added that extra text. And it is a successful process that a lot of people use when creating their books. Let me know if you have any questions.